Good evening, William and Mary. Athletes, coaches, fans, students, alumni, faculty, and staff, let's bring it in. I'm coming to you from Kaplan Arena, the home of athletics and so many cherished William and Mary traditions. This space comes to life with a thundering chorus of fans cheering on the tribe. Tonight and in the months ahead, we unite as teammates to support William and Mary. We reflect on the past with humility. We celebrate all those student athletes and supporters who have defined the meaning of champion, so that William and Mary can once more up our game. Athletics plays an integral role in learning. Students reach their fullest potential, excelling at the highest level of academics and competition. They are truly cross-training at William and Mary, in the classroom and on the field, course, diamond, pitch, track, pool, court, and arena. Athletics advances the vision and mission of the university as a whole. Roaring fans strengthen the connections that stretch across our community and instill pride in alma mater. Close-knit communities connect generations. Scholar athletes hone capacities for risk-taking, resilience, and teamwork. These are the hallmarks of a William and Mary education that prepare graduates to thrive as professionals and as human beings. Nationally, Division I athletics faces an uphill challenge. Rapid change has rendered outdated business models unsustainable. As the alma mater of the nation, we must meet that challenge head-on to ensure equity and opportunity for all students, so that our programs will be financially viable for all times coming. I believe that together we can lead an ambitious and focused campaign for William and Mary athletics. Success requires all of us to commit fully to the effort, so we've called it All In. We must invest in our future, not just for athletics, but for the entire university. An investment in our student athletes is an investment in William and Mary. Our strategy is that of every championship team: innovation and collaboration. Generations of athletes and coaches have refined our playbook. They model creativity and grit under pressure. As alumni, student athletes have redefined their fields in business, public service, education, and entertainment. Our honorary campaign co-chairs have shown what it means to be all in for many years. Katie and Todd Bowley of the class of 95 and 96, Jill Ellis, class of 88, and Betsy Stevenson, Jen and Scott Mackesy, both of the class of 91. And of course, our next two speakers, head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers and former football player from the class of 95, Mike Tomlin, and fashion designer Kia Tomlin, a former gymnast from the class of 96. Mike and Kia, over to you.
As a former college athlete, I can attest to how sports has made me a more successful and strong wife, mother, and businesswoman. Although gymnastics is predicated on perfection, the emphasis is not only on wins, but also on learns. That mindset that I developed at William & Mary continues to impact every aspect of my life. Sports taught me how to desire to chase the challenge, but William & Mary taught me how to lead, follow, and play a supportive role in other people's successes.
You know, for me, in my line of work, you have to be all in to keep your head above water. And quite frankly, I learned those critical lessons at William & Mary. And really, those lessons were learned because of the other young people that I was around. I quickly had to adapt because I was in an environment around talented, driven, and focused young people, and it brought the best out in me. Every day I'm challenged here at my JOB, but the reality is it's exciting for me because I learned those lessons at a very young age. I learned that you needed to be attention to detail, you need to be smart and diligent about your work. You not only need to work hard, but work smart. I learned that around other young people that were like me in that environment, and that's one of the reasons why I'm all in with this campaign along with my wife in terms of supporting William & Mary in this initiative regarding athletics.
Mike and I are proud that William & Mary has made the decision to support these vital sports. When colleges all across the country are making difficult cuts to their athletic department, William & Mary, along with their passionate alumni, have made the decision to step up and support these vital programs and recognize the value that they have to their student athletes and the college as a whole. We're all in.
All in.
There's something that happens during a pivotal moment. When the pressure is on. When a single action can change the game. We're confronted by the inescapable question. Am I all in?
I'm the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Say the city yet again, here it comes.
Embracing this pivotal moment means digging deeper. To rise even stronger. Lifting each other as we go. For tomorrow's leaders, for the game changers and the difference makers, these pivotal moments define who we are and shape the possibilities ahead. We are William and Mary. And we're stronger as one tribe. When that pivotal moment comes, we go all in.
At William & Mary, we hold that excellence in academics and athletics are not mutually exclusive. Far from it, in fact. That's the standard that unites our tribe. We recognize that athletics has for many been the gateway to William & Mary. In rising to meet the challenges of the intellectual rigor at the university, our student athletes have applied the resolve developed in competition to graduate as young men and women of character, primed for lives of principled achievement. William & Mary is able to compete in the highest level of Division I athletics only because of the caliber of our people. Our alumni and friends' generosity provides the current generation of student athletes with the opportunity to pursue their education and Division I athletics at the university. Our individual sport programs and the department as a whole depend upon that support, upon the caliber of William & Mary people to thrive. Now is the time to rise together and collectively chart the future of William & Mary Athletics. Together, we will build community through enhanced engagement, increase participation in our fundraising efforts, and raise $55 million over the next 36 months. The All-In campaign will galvanize the entire William & Mary community to shape a bolder future. This campaign will strengthen the university's foundation, ensure equity, bolster the entire academic enterprise, and provide essential funding for all student athletes to perform at their highest level and to reach their fullest potential. We need everyone to go all in. Our number one priority is securing our financial foundation. Each year, at least 15% of the athletics budget comes from annual giving. Without those funds each and every year, William & Mary Athletics cannot operate. We need to raise $5 million annually in expendable, immediate use funds to support our teams and provide for our most pressing needs. Support for scholarships is vital. They provide opportunity to talented student athletes and also help fund the educational mission of the university. 34 cents of every dollar spent on athletics at William & Mary goes directly back to the academic enterprise through the payment of student athletes' tuition and fees. Next, we need to reimagine our home for William & Mary Athletics, one that can facilitate student athletes' development with the construction of a new sports performance center and the renovation of Kaplan Arena. In combination, the athletics complex will provide the necessary space for our teams to train and maximize their talent, as well as create an enjoyable atmosphere in which we can celebrate together our pride in William & Mary. Finally, we need to build endowments that will provide for the long-term future of William & Mary Athletics. We face significant challenges in regard to equity, financial stability, and excellence. The university is committed to fulfilling our responsibilities to gender equity, to embody our values of belonging and respect, as well as to meet our obligations under federal law. Our community has expressed continuing commitment to a broad-based department, which requires significant resources. Ultimately, how we address our challenges in equity and financial stability will in large part determine the level of excellence we are able to achieve. With our current 23 sports, William & Mary sponsors more teams than 86% of NCAA Division I institutions. Of the institutions sponsoring that many teams or more, 1 out of 6 announced sport reductions in 2020-21. We know firsthand the stakes, and we know that every program needs to build a community of alumni and friends committed to sustaining it financially. In all aspects, William & Mary expects to compete at the highest level. Just as our students want to reach the pinnacle in their pursuits, our student athletes want to test themselves at the highest levels of competition. We attract intelligent young men and women of character. Over the course of their careers at William & Mary, working with our exceptional coaches, those traits allow them to develop as athletes and reach their full potential. And that's how we win, recruiting William & Mary people, then maximizing their talents. The momentum we have gained these past few months as a community positions us well for success. William & Mary people want to be part of the solution. We face our challenges courageously and rise together to meet them. It's been my privilege to witness our student athletes, coaches, and staff rise to meet the challenges of this time, with strong support from our alumni, family, and friends who have rallied together to invest in the future of William & Mary Athletics. Our tribe is not only bold, we're all in. Sue Gertelman, our incomparable alumna, has again stepped forward to lead us in this effort. She's well known to all of us, having raised our sights to be a university for the bold. She's also been all in as one of athletics' most stalwart supporters since her days as a student on campus. Sue, we're grateful to have you chairing this campaign.
Throughout our For the Bold campaign, we always looked beyond the horizon and asked ourselves, what if? What if we could reimagine a bolder future? What if we could fund more scholarships so that exceptional students could attend William & Mary without financial burden? What if we invested in new opportunities for the risk takers, change makers, the doers, the students and faculty who don't just think about problems, but tackle them with solutions? During For the Bold, what if became what's possible, and we are witnessing the impact every day. Today we face a new set of what ifs as we decide what we want the future of William & Mary Athletics to look like. And once again, we must look beyond the horizon to see what's possible. So what if? What if we took this moment right now and together wrote the next chapter of athletics? What if together we were to impact the trajectory of our student athletes, all our sports programs, and the entire campus community, ensuring equity, sustainability, and a true sense of belonging for generations to come? What if all of us were to pull together in the midst of great challenges brought on by pandemic to fund more scholarships for our student athletes, provide resources for our coaches, and revitalize the facilities where our students train, compete, and study? I've never been an athlete and I've never been a coach, but I can tell you as an alumna, as a donor to athletic scholarships, and as a loyal Tribe fan, it isn't in our spirit to give in. We never give up, no matter the challenge. At William & Mary, we learn the importance of keeping our head in the game, of focusing on the mission, on our teammates. We fight for what we believe in. We persevere. Today is a time to do just that. Today is the moment to go all in. It would have been easy to retire after leading the university's successful For the Bold campaign, but I decided not to. Sitting on the sidelines at this important moment is not an option for me. I need to know I've done all I can to shape the next chapter of William & Mary Athletics. I'm not doing this for my own good. I'm doing it for my late husband, John, a former William & Mary football player who received a scholarship to play here. I'm doing it for my entire family and lifelong friends who are die-hard Tribe fans. I'm doing it for our entire community, including our alumni who are former student athletes.
I'm doing it for all 498 current student athletes, our coaches, and athletic staff. And I'm doing it for our university as a whole. William & Mary is stronger because of athletics. Our classrooms are better because of athletics. Our tribe pride is louder because of athletics. So let me conclude by saying that we will raise $55 million. We will strengthen our community's engagement with athletics, and we will increase annual alumni giving. Why? Because at William & Mary, we see no boundaries. We see unlimited potential. When we rise as one, our voices are stronger and our actions are bolder. When we come together, we win. Every day, every minute, we are and always will be all in. So I ask all of you, please join me. Let's continue to be bold. Go Tribe.
Tribe has always run deep in my family. My stepdad graduated from William & Mary, Tribe Athletics, playing soccer. We always would come on vacations to Williamsburg. It's just something that was near and dear to all of our hearts. So it's kind of ingrained in us as seeing this as like a safe place or a second home. And then seeing my sister kind of follow suit, going through her recruiting process, and just getting to be around the culture of Williamsburg and Tribe Athletics growing up really helped me kind of gravitate towards it more. My recruiting process was not conventional, I would say, in the fact that William & Mary was always on my radar just because I was always here, pretty much. It's like, oh, this is always home, but what else is out there? And seeing a powerhouse like UVA contact me and not even me contact them first, and just getting absolutely blown away as soon as they stepped onto their campus. They have all the bells and whistles. It was a no-brainer to me, honestly, in that moment, that I could have everything that you think of and see of in a Division I program, all the attractions. I felt like I couldn't say no. It wasn't what I was expecting whatsoever. And I picked up the phone and called Tess, and I was like, Tess, I'm so sorry. Do you have any space for me? And she was like, of course, we'll always have space for you, your family. And that was exactly what I needed.
Forward, a junior from Springfield, Virginia, number 7, Kaylee Hopkins.
I'm 100% all in for Tribe Field Hockey, and we'll say that till the day I die. We'll always be in support of this program because it's so amazing. We really focus on one tribe, one family. Win together, lose together, teammates, family. You're in this, and you're in it together, and for the long haul. Our culture here is unmatched. I would do anything and everything for these 23 other girls on our team. There's quite a few times where I have quite literally been knocked down, and what gets me back up 10 times out of 10 is my teammates and my coaches. I want to be my best self for them so that they can be their best selves, and I think that that's the most important part and such a special part of our team culture. Everyone is all in for each other, and it's not going to work if we're not. Tribe Athletics has shaped my experience at the school, and I'm very thankful for that because they've given me the opportunity to do what I love every single day, and I would not take that back for anything, and I'm very thankful for all that they have done for me as an individual, as well as the field hockey team, as well as the whole athletics department and the school community that they've tried to bring in to support one another.
As a former student athlete, I'm really passionate about the value of athletics. In my own personal experience, I came here because William & Mary aspires to be excellent in everything. And everything I learned on the field, along with all my work in the classroom, really has helped me not only as an alum, but also in my chosen career, and ultimately the reason I came back here to coach at W&M Mary.
The school is already synonymous with one of the best educations that are out there, a world-class education. And the opportunity for the student athletes that come here to W&M Mary to compete on the playing field, to be competitive and pursue the same type of excellence, I think is critical. W&M Mary provides the academic opportunities, it provides the people that are around our communities that want us to succeed and our student athletes to excel from all the things that they do, on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. So providing the funds that can help us coach, teach, assist the student athletes in finding, what they can do and finding the opportunities for them to be competitive in an already competitive world.
I obviously want student athletes to have the same experience that I had. And I think in order to maintain competitive excellence and reach the goals that we want to reach of winning conference championships and going to NCAA tournaments, it's important that we have the resources to do it.
Value of scholarship opportunities also lends itself to being able to recruit the best student athletes that are out there from all over the country. Obviously, we want to make sure that they are students that can do well here at W&M Mary, but also that they can do well on our playing fields so that we can compete for those championships that we've been talking about. I just think that one of the things that if we can continue to keep supporting our student athletes in a rich and robust way in terms of our energy, our excitement, our enthusiasm, the things that when they look up in the stands or look up in the courts or whatever it may be, that they see a community that's supporting them as well. And when you have that, it can lead to pretty spectacular and special seasons. I've experienced some of those feelings, and so we're hoping that the opportunities that are presented to these student athletes as we move forward in this campaign, being all in, that everyone will truly be all in.
I agree with you, Mike. We need the whole community. You know why? W&M Mary is such an incredibly special place, and everyone is so passionate here, but also it's a family. And speaking of family, I'd love to introduce somebody in my tribe family. Teammate, classmate, played on these fields for 4 years together. Two-time World Cup champion, Jill Ellis.
Hello, tribe. I'm Jill Ellis, and sitting with me is my wife, Betsy Stevenson. Athletics has been a huge part of both of our lives. I've been a coach. Betsy's had a career in athletics administration. And yeah, a long time ago, we were student athletes. Through our involvement with athletics, we have gained a great deal. A scholarship provided me the opportunity to pursue an education at W&M Mary and achieve my full potential as a student athlete. Our former teammates are some of our best friends with whom we've made lifelong connections that have endured the test of time. Most importantly, we developed skills through our participation in athletics that helped us through life. Hard work, perseverance, teamwork, and performing under pressure are some of the many lessons learned. These skills were put to the test during one of the most pivotal moments of my career. After winning the 2015 World Cup, the following year we suffered one of our lowest moments at the Rio Olympics, when we were eliminated before the medal round. We emerged from that defeat with a clear need to reboot, rebuild, and climb again. It was an incredibly hard time, uncomfortable, but it challenged me as a coach and our entire team. But we came out stronger, more committed, and recognizing each and every one of us had to be all in to achieve our next goal of winning another World Championship in 2019. Like W&M Mary students, we felt a sense of responsibility and accountability to the great tradition of success we inherited. Our goal was to set a new standard of excellence. Our mantra was mission matters most.
For us, this campaign is about more than just athletics. It's about W&M Mary as a collective. Even though I didn't attend W&M Mary, I feel connected to the tribe through Jill and the lifelong relationship she's developed through her experience there. During my time on campus, I've seen the strong commitment of current student athletes who represent the rich and W&M Mary athletics tradition, as well as the passion of alumni who come back to campus to show their tribe pride. For this campaign to be successful, it's going to require all of us, former student athletes, those who never participated in athletics but loved the university, and those, like me, who've been welcomed into the family to be all in.
Each of us has the ability to be a game changer in this campaign, to make a difference. Each one of us will be critical to our collective success. Together, we have incredible power to shape the future of William & Mary Athletics. This is our pivotal moment, united as one tribe. Let's make this happen. Let's be all in together and go Tribe!
We want to tell you why we are all in for the Tribe.
I believe in its core values of accountability, belonging, creativity, integrity, and service.
I have a deep connection to William & Mary Athletics because of the student athletes, pure and simple.
The student athletes that we attract here at William & Mary are really one of a kind. They're different from those that you see at other universities. They are very engaged in their academics, and they also like giving back to their community. They're committed to the tribe.
I could not be more proud and impressed with the student athletes that go through our undergraduate and graduate programs.
As a professor in the Mason School of Business, I witnessed firsthand that our athletes are among the brightest, hardest working, and most team-oriented of all our students on campus.
The lessons that they're able to learn through their sport, coupled with their academic experiences, will have them well prepared for success long after college.
We owe it to future generations to have this same opportunity for them.
We are setting our student athletes and our students in general up for success, both on the playing field, in the classroom, and setting them up for success for whatever they want in the future. And that's why Tribe Athletics is so important to this school and to this community and to the community of large, because we are developing future leaders of this world.
The thing about athletics is it teaches something to a student athlete that the classroom can't.
When I was with the Tribe, I put the team first. My love for the guys and wanting to see them be better and for the team to do better. When I put that first, it opened up all the doors that I wanted open for myself.
From the camaraderie in the training room to the shared pain of running up and down the stairs at Kaplan Arena, we supported each other through thick and thin.
I value the Tribe because we work hard and strive to be our best every day.
We all work extremely hard, and I know that as long as we continue to do that all together, we're going to continue to be a successful program.
I'm all in because without the scholarship, I wouldn't have had this amazing opportunity to complete a degree at William & Mary.
Our athletic experience helped foster teamwork, discipline, excellence, and relationships that we are still enjoying more than 3 decades later. That is why we are fully committed to support as avid fans and loyal financial donors.
William & Mary needs your support. It needs it today, it needs it ongoing, and it is imperative that we ensure that our athletic programs are continued and they go on to success.
I encourage you, when you can, give back to our program so that we can give other student athletes the opportunity to do well in life.
I want to help make their time at William & Mary as meaningful as possible.
It's not just a game, it's a way of life.
I'm proud to count myself as a member of the William & Mary athletic community. Go Tribe.
Go Tribe.
Go Tribe.
Go Tribe.
Go Tribe.
I'm all in for the Tribe.
This is a moment to unite boldly as one tribe. All right, everybody, let's get on the line. I'm calling you all in